For all the best boxing content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and punch that bell for notifications.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our ShowBox, the new generation co-main event. It is scheduled for 10 rounds in the super lightweight division, and it will be for both the vacant USBA and WBC USNBC championships. Brought to you by Lou DiBella's DiBella Entertainment and Holden Productions in association with Fight Promotions, Rock Nation Sports, and Showtime, along with their great sponsors, Corona Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina, and Azad Watches. It is sanctioned by the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission, Commissioner Glenn Vernon, along with the International Boxing Federation, President Daryl Peoples, Supervisor David McCullough, and the World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor Joanna Aguilar. Our three judges scoring on a 10-point must system will be Henry Gary, Ellis Johnson, and David Sutherland. When the bell rings, our referee in charge, the third man in the ring, will be Gary Ritter. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He's wearing black with red and gold and weighed in at 139.5 pounds. A native of Wuhan, People's Republic of China, he is now making his home in Bloomfield, New Jersey, and brings an undefeated record of 7 wins. 3 of his 7 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Wang ZHIMIN. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing black with green and weighed in at 139.75 pounds. Fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, by way of Amursk, Russia. He is a member of your 4-state franchise, and he is undefeated with 11 wins. 10 of his 11 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBC, USNBC Super Lightweight Champion, Ivan the Beast Baranchyk.
Okay, fighters, this is the USBA and USNBC Junior Welterweight title. I expect you to conduct yourself as champions. You received your instructions earlier. Give us a spirited, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Both your trunks are good. Touch your gloves. Go at the bell.
Decision, Barry.
All right, again, don't go to the refrigerator. Ivan Baranchyk, left hand, right out of the box.
Yeah, that's the left hook that knocked out the previous opponent in 21 seconds.
ZHIMIN, a guy who's been around the track a little bit, fought in the World Series of Boxing, fought amateur for a long time in China.
And the amateur experience, Baranchyk was a world junior champion back in 2009 at 114 pounds. ZHIMIN, 75 bouts, almost all domestic, almost all in China. And the pro experience, you see, Baranchyk, not a lot of rounds for 11 bouts. And ZHIMIN, after being in the World Series of Boxing, took 5 years off to return to the amateurs in China, then turned pro.
Interesting punch from Baranchyk a moment ago. He stepped in with an uppercut.
Not too sure about him lunging too with that left hook. You know, more experienced fighter could time him and catch him coming in. It's worked for him in the past, but you know, with a guy that has experience like ZHIMIN, might be a little bit different.
Yeah, yeah. Again, this is a proving ground still for Baranchyk. Still not a lot of experience. I think it's fair to say ZHIMIN represents a step up in opposition.
He does, and as promised, ZHIMIN changing angles, not a stationary target.
Baranchyk throws every punch with intent.
That's great, Barry, when you're taking guys out in one round, but if the guy doesn't go, and now you're in round 6, sometimes you can hoop out.
Yeah.
Does he have the energy? Is he in shape to do that? He said he was. He
yeah,
said
we
fought
asked
10
him.
rounds many times.
believe Baranchyk has broken his showbox record for the longest fight.
Yes, that's right.
He's smart. He's thinking in there. You know, he's using the whole ring. He's not in a hurry.
Don't push.
What we don't know yet is whether ZHIMIN has something to make Baranchyk respect him.
Right.
Yeah, is he just going to go into survival mode and try to just go the rounds, or is he actually going to try to win and, you know, take some risks? When you take risks, that's when Baranchyk can take advantage of that.
But ZHIMIN's strategy so far is a wise one. The time to take risks for him is later in the fight if he can get there.
Correct.
Right hand got there from ZHIMIN, but dominant first round by Baranchyk. Two good body shots. He rips to the body.
Time. Back up, back up, back up, back up.
This is round two. Good first round for Baranchyk. Significantly did not hurt ZHIMIN.
Stop, 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 stop. Box.
He's still a little wild, Baranchyk, trying too hard. But he did land 14 jabs in round one, which is a high total for a guy who looks like he's going for a knockout with every punch.
There's 3 jabs from ZHIMIN. And a jab from Baranchyk.
Caught with an overhand. Baranchyk coming in. Overhand right.
Stop, stop, break. Step back. Don't push. Box.
I think Gary Stark in the corner sensed that Baranchyk was still a little uptight. You can almost see the tenseness in his shoulders. Hey, he's 23 years old. He's knocking everybody out. What's he supposed to think in there?
Well, and especially that big opening. I'm sure he wants to really impress here in Miami, which, as we said, is his adopted home. Still lives in Brooklyn.
Yeah, the hard part when you have a natural puncher like this is to teach him the rest of the game without taking away the aggressiveness that makes him a natural puncher.
Well, right now he's being aggressive. He's working the jab, but you could see the inexperience in Baranchyk. He needs to go more rounds because, see, he's single punching. He's throwing one shot at a time, one power shot. Still looking for that knockout. He needs to break him down, work the body, put some punches together.
I'll tell you what, he's got a good, strong jab. That was a nice little sequence for ZHIMIN.
Yeah, not a lot of pop on his punches, but short punches.
Oh, big uppercut. I think that got ZHIMIN's attention at the very least.
And did you hear that punch?
Yes.
It resonated in our headsets here.
But he's taking him. This is what happens to a young fighter. Look, he's taking him. He's hitting him with his best shots, and that's when you start thinking as a young fighter, what do I have to hit this guy with to go down? Everybody usually goes down. You know what you do? You just keep working. You just keep working. Keep tapping away. Third round, fourth round. Sooner or later, he's going to bring him down. Wear him down. Big shot, too. Yeah. Took 2 shots.
He is still throwing monstrous shots.
Yes, he is. So we come to round 3. This fight's scheduled for 10 rounds. Nice combination again by Baranchyk. Another left hand by Baranchyk. Body shot with the left hand from ZHIMIN. Right hand back ZHIMIN up.
Stop, stop. Box.
ZHIMIN himself rather showing a pretty decent jab.
And a great chin.
I'll say that.
He's taking it. Barancyk's best shots. This reminds me a little bit of when I was coming up, I fought, and you probably know about this guy, Steve Farhead, Raphael Williams.
Sure.
Panamanian guy, fought at just about everybody. And I hit him with everything the first couple of rounds, and I couldn't get him. And I said, you know what, I got to go back and start using my jab and just work the body and break them down. That's what Baranchyk needs to do.
Four-punch combination from ZHIMIN. And a looping right hand from Baranchyk. Got there, but again, ZHIMIN's right there.
And
There's another one.
ZHIMIN has to hope that every time Baranchyk throws a punch, that's one less punch. It's one little bit of less energy than he has for the later rounds should he get there. But that might be asking for a lot because every one of Baranchyk punches looks like a potential KO punch.
I'm sure it was the plan of ZHIMIN to take Baranchyk into deep water. And we'll see what happens if, in fact, that occurs.
Well, it's wise strategy. The problem with that strategy always is what if you don't make it into the deep water? What if you get drowned near the shoreline?
Mouthpiece. Over there. Here you go. Let's go. Get it back in. Over there. Time in.
This is round 3, and it must be said, Baranchyk breathing a little bit through his mouth. He's
Got his mouth open.
Been doing that over the last couple rounds. So. But he took a step back there when he went to the neutral corner, took a deep breath.
We should point out ZHIMIN is not running.
No.
He's in the pocket. What a difference in the power on the punches, though.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Yeah, Baranchyk falls into that category of heavy-handed. There's a left uppercut and a right hand behind it. Straight left hand from Baranchyk.
But for a 140-pounder, he is a big puncher.
Yes, he is.
And whether he can continue to detonate that power in later rounds, that's what we're here to see.
We may find out.
Big body shots from Baranchyk.
I'm telling you.
But he still keeps lunging with them shots, you know, the left hook and sometimes with the uppercut.
So we come to round 4. And ZHIMIN's proving to be a pretty tough hombre.
Well, there's a reason why ZHIMIN is in here tonight. And that's to give Baranchyk some rounds, and he's giving him some good work. And I think at times Baranchyk might be getting a little bit frustrated. That's why he's got to keep his focus, stay in control. You don't have to knock everybody out. Not everybody's going to go down.
See, power punches, very high percentage, connect percentage for Baranchyk. He's also more than doubled up the number of power punches, and that's why he's ahead in this fight 3 rounds to 0.
I think Gary started telling me right there, hey, you're trying too hard to knock him out. Just throw your punches. Stay busy and throw your punches. Something will open up. Because, you know, it's the punches that you don't see. You'll be surprised if he starts doing it. Just keep tapping combinations. Before you know it, you catch him with the right shot, and you'll see ZHIMIN on the floor.
Should he be looking to go to the body a little bit more than he is?
I think so. I think he needs to work both sides of the body. But don't load up. Like, he telegraphs everything he throws, and he opens up wide.
Yeah.
You know, a guy that's a lot more experienced, what's going to happen?
He just did it now. You're right.
Yeah.
That was a good left hand. But again, ZHIMIN is right there. Double jab and miss with the right hand. ZHIMIN steps in with a left hand of his own.
It's a great lesson being learned by Baranchyk. Because he can't blame this on ZHIMIN flying around the ring, dancing and running.
Overhand right by ZHIMIN.
Yeah, nice, beautiful counter.
ZHIMIN stepping on the gas a little bit more in this round.
Good thing he doesn't have a lot of power. Only 3 knockouts for ZHIMIN. Yeah. Because that was a beautiful overhand counter right hand over the top. Oh, caught him again with the left hook now. You see what I'm talking about? The lunging. He keeps lunging again. It's a bad habit for Baranchyk.
And not necessary because his jab is good.
Yeah, it's good jab.
He can work his way in with the jab. There it is, right in the middle of the face. Well, you know, fighter. Oh,
there's a big right hand flush on the chin. And ZHIMIN just comes right back.
I don't think he's been hurt yet, has he?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, man. That's a solid shot from Baranchyk. See, he's heavy-handed. Solid jab. He's working in there tonight.
Oh, he's got to work. I think there's any question about it.
So now officially, longest fight of Baranchyk's career, right? Because he went 4 once, went the distance. Never seen round 5 before.
There's a right hand again. This is a great test, I think, for Baranchyk. Now he's in uncharted waters. He's going to have to suck it up in some way, shape, or form.
Whole new ballgame for him, and I know it's, you know, he's a young fighter. I've been here before. It's going through his head. I still got 5 more rounds to work.
Yeah.
What am I going to do now? Is he gassed out a little bit? We don't know. I mean, he's still busy. He's throwing punches, but talking about another 5 rounds. He's been working hard for 5 rounds already.
And ZHIMIN now is starting to work the jab a little bit. Take a little bit more offense in this fight, which I'm sure was what he had in mind.
And what a jump this will be for Baranchyk if he indeed has to go the distance, being that he's never been past 4 before. To have to go 10. Well, I think this is where show stats can be very revealing. How is his punch rate? Does it drop?
He missed with that right hand, and now
there's a cut
over the left eye of Baranchyk. I think it was caused by a headbutt.
Well, he's not used to adversity in the ring. Let's see how he responds. You know, the table is set for ZHIMIN to get back in this fight.
No question.
But will he do it? Does he have enough power to do it? Or will Baranchyk just punch himself out and be a target? Let's see.
Well, I think this is a very pivotal round for ZHIMIN. I got to think, too, Raul, Barancyk's misses, the way he throws punches, his misses take a lot out of it.
Yeah, every time you load up with big shots and you miss, it takes a lot of energy out of you. And if you see Baranchyk, he's got a great jab, guys. Look, he touches his jab, but if he changes it up, oh, both of them threw at the same time. If he changes up the jab and pecks him away, like to the body, throws a jab to the body, to the head, and then load up with the lead hand, it'll create openings, you know, just jabbing at different spots. The shoulder, you don't have to be all the time to the head.
It's a little bit of a closer round here. 4 or 5 punch combination from ZHIMIN.
No reason to get hit by that. Baranchyk put his head there to get hit by them shots.
Yeah.
Showing a little bit of macho and cockiness. No reason to do that.
You have to ask the question now. Is Baranchyk questioning himself a little bit?
Missing a lot more in this round. I think a closer round.
No doubt, Barry. So it was a headbutt.
So we come to round 6 now. And now the onus falls on Ivan Baranchyk here.
Nice jab to the body there by Baranchyk.
Well, the question for you. At 140 pounds, if you're in great shape, can you throw heavy shots for 10 full rounds? Is it possible?
I don't know. That's a hard question. I think it's impossible. Hard shots every round?
Yeah, the shots he's throwing. I don't know if I've
ever seen a fighter do it. You wouldn't want to do that. I mean, every shot, you're wasting energy. But what if you miss? But that's another hard shot.
Yeah.
Hard jab. I think you change the speeds of your combinations, you know. Touch, a little bit of speed, then bam, big shot.
Not quite the snap on his punches that there was. That was caught on the gloves, and a lot of them are being caught on the gloves of ZHIMIN now.
I'd say there's a little bit of deceleration from Baranchyk.
I think so.
Trouble is, his misses, or when his punches are blocked, they seem like they're harder or more effective than when ZHIMIN lands.
There was a good left hand in close quarters by Baranchyk.
And close quarters where he did not go to the body. That was an opportunity for him to do that. Baranchyk's corner men, his team, they were actually kind of hoping for a fight like this as long as their man wins. They wanted rounds. You're going to have to produce that way eventually.
Yeah.
Why not now?
Yeah.
Baranchyk's now fighting a little bit the way ZHIMIN was fighting earlier, in that he's using a little bit of lateral movement. ZHIMIN's trying to get closer and closer.
I mean, ZHIMIN is fighting actually a smart tactical fight if he can muster enough to win the rounds.
Hey, what, he's getting some good jabs in, some good body shots. It's another close round.
Yeah, it is. Another wild right hand by Baranchyk. Misses. He did get there with a couple, and I think that was enough perhaps to steal a round.
This is what, 6?
Round 7. They did a pretty good job on that cut in the corner of Baranchyk. Didn't trouble him in the last round.
Well, we have a ways to go, but the show stats, I said let's look at them to see if Baranchyk begins to drop volume-wise. Well, 83 punches thrown in round 6. That's more than 20 more than the division average. You know, it's a possibility in a fight like this. We keep thinking ZHIMIN could come and rally, but by throwing so many punches, Baranchyk could tire ZHIMIN out
You're
too.
absolutely right. He got there with an uppercut a moment ago.
Those fast, explosive combinations by Baranchyk. He needs more of that.
It could be that ZHIMIN just doesn't have the strength right now to capitalize on perhaps a tiring Baranchyk.
Well, he don't have the strength and the power.
Yeah.
He's hit Baranchyk with some good shots, but just the power, not enough power to get some respect and get him to think.
Well, on my card, ZHIMIN would have to knock him out.
Past the point of no return.
I've given him 1 round.
I gave 1 round also.
Fighter from China against a fighter from Belarus in Miami, Oklahoma.
Go figure.
Only in boxing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Baranchyk seems happy to just move around the ring a little bit and keep using that jab. And his hands are very low right now.
Still throwing punches. Wild left hand, but a right hand behind it got there.
But that's smart, because if he can do that once or twice around, throw those huge shots, even if they miss, it's a reminder to ZHIMIN that Baranchyk still dangerous, still has the KO power.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Uppercut again.
Wow, ZHIMIN just taking them shots.
He just doesn't have the firepower to compete.
Idea. I think your point is well taken. I think ZHIMIN might be wearing down a bit.
And Baranchyk, this round, has kept a very fast pace.
Yes, he has.
It's impressive. Statistically, he's been dominant, and we've given him almost every round.
Yeah, still 9 minutes of boxing left in this fight. Baranchyk right back on the gas.
Yeah, he still has 3 more rounds to go, and this is the guy that, you know, has never been past 4 rounds. And he said he was ready to go 10 rounds. He said the fight wasn't going to go 10 rounds. But you see, it makes a big difference.
I think that right hand might have got ZHIMIN's attention. And another good left hand. And ZHIMIN holding on.
Holding on.
Hold on your head. Box.
Baranchyk is sensing he might be able to get ZHIMIN out of there.
Well, he's retaining his power. The question is, will he retain his technique? Technique at times a little bit wild.
Well, what I like about Baranchyk, it's already the 8th round, and he's not giving up on trying to knock him out. He's trying. He still thinks he can get the knockout, and he might be able to get it. He keeps tapping away like that.
Another good right hand. Good body shot. And again, it almost doubles ZHIMIN up.
I think it's safe to say we're at the point where the only way Baranchyk loses this fight, or loses control of this fight, is if he beats himself.
Yes.
It doesn't look like ZHIMIN has the weapons to take advantage at this point.
Lead right uppercut. Right hand, lunging right hand.
That's it. Nice and
Tell you what,
explosive.
he's as sharp in this round as he has been in the fight.
Yeah, these punches and bunches. Put them together.
Again, so little on ZHIMIN's punches.
Now, ZHIMIN is hanging in there, but that is just about all you can say.
Every now and then he comes back with a overhand right, but not enough. Not enough to hurt him.
Baranchyk starting to bust him up a little bit here. We come to round 9. Fight that has been dominated by Ivan Baranchyk.
And has this for a statistic from Show Stats. Baranchyk with 34 connects in round 8. This high for the fight.
I thought he was really sharp in round 8. Could speak to ZHIMIN's getting a little bit, perhaps a step slower. There was a left hand slipped in.
About 3 weeks ago, Baranchyk sparred a few rounds with Danny Garcia, welterweight champion. Sure, that was a great experience for him.
Yeah.
But not as valuable an experience as going 10 rounds if he has to tonight.
Absolutely. That could be a real mental barrier for a lot of fighters. He's still got some pop, both in his jab and in his right hand.
That's the only way he's going to create openings, by putting punches together. 3, 4, 5 punch combinations. He's doing the right thing. It's just that ZHIMIN is tough. He's durable. He showed it all through the fight. And the way it looks is he's just one of them guys that you're not going to get rid of.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
That's
He
about,
just
as good,
caught him.
that's about
Yeah.
as good a punch as you're going to see from ZHIMIN.
Baranchyk responding well, though.
Yeah, he is.
He is a little open now. He's still punching wide.
kind of a wake-up call for Baranchyk.
The cleanest punches he's landed in the fight have come this round, ZHIMIN.
Yeah, ZHIMIN got some great shots in. Left hook, overhand right, counter overhand right, just took a step back and caught Baranchyk coming in. Surprised Baranchyk, as a matter of fact.
It's an impressive effort from ZHIMIN. He's actually walking toward Baranchyk at this point, even though he doesn't have the power to match Baranchyk.
No, he's a live body. He's trying.
Yeah, he really is.
Got it? Here, go ahead. Let's go. 10th and final round here. By far the longest distance Ivan Baranchyk has gone in any fight. Good test for him at this juncture of his career.
Tremendous test and a valuable lesson. And he's still going for that knockout.
He is.
I gotta give it to him, yeah. Keeps trying.
Look at the punches in round 9. Baranchyk again in the 80s. That's pretty amazing.
3 rounds in a row.
Now again, his technique has been the same from the beginning. A little lunging at times, a little bit wide. But to throw with that much oomph on your shots and to be able to reach 86 punches in round 9 when you've never been past 4 before.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Interesting number. First 5 rounds, Baranchyk averaged 83 punches. Last 4 rounds, he's averaged 84 punches.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Pretty consistent.
But what he's learned, or what he's learning anyway, is that all great punchers, from Joe Louis and George Foreman, Mike Tyson, name who you want, Thomas Hearns, Roberto Duran, they all learn you can't knock everybody out.
That's right. There's a good right hand from ZHIMIN again.
Perhaps things could have been a little bit different in ZHIMIN. He's not that hard of a puncher.
Yeah.
What if he would have been
That's
you know,
a great
because
point.
he did catch him with some good shots.
That's a great point. You know what that is also?
Yeah.
It's great matchmaking.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing. 3 knockouts.
Yeah. Match him against the guy who can take him long, but isn't a threat.
It's going to happen.
Smart.
It will happen down the line.
First time that eye has started to bleed again in the last, actually since the round had happened.
Some of those in the crowd chanting beast.
Look at ZHIMIN. He's still throwing some good body shots. Catches them.
Yes.
Stop.
Little cut now on the left cheek. Right cheek, I beg your pardon, of Baranchyk. He looks in the mirror, he's going to know he's been in a fight.
Yeah. Well, there's been one world champion from the People's Republic of China. That was a strawweight a few years ago. I don't think ZHIMIN's going to be the second, but he is a game fighter.
Absolutely. Took the best Baranchyk had to offer. Final seconds. Baranchyk still trying to close the deal. Not going to happen. We go to the scorecards.
They don't like each other.
What a learning experience for Ivan Baranchyk.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Ellis Johnson scores it 99-91. And both judges, David Sutherland and Henry Gary, are in agreement. They score it the same, 100-90, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBC, USNBC Super Lightweight Champion, And now the USBA Super Lightweight Champion, the undefeated Ivan the